Join me as I make cranberry biscotti. Welcome to White Shadow Fare, where I'm making it homemade and I'm making it with love. Butter, dried cranberries, buttermilk or milk, sugar, baking powder, eggs, vanilla extract, flour, and salt. To a large bowl, add a half a cup of very soft butter and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now in this recipe, I used cranberries, but really you could take the cranberries out and add mini chocolate chips if that's what you want. You could add some nuts and some white chocolate chips. So it's a very basic recipe. Go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Add 2 eggs. Be sure to scrape down the bowl as needed. Add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Add 3 tablespoons of buttermilk or milk. You will add 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. You're going to mix until you can't see any more of the flour mixture. You're done with the mixer, but you are going to put in whatever you desire. So I did 1 cup of dried cranberries. So on a parchment-lined baking sheet, go ahead and divide your dough into 2 and use just a small amount of flour so that it doesn't stick to your hands. And I even put some down on the parchment paper. You're going to shape these into logs that are about 1/2 inch tall and about 4 inches by 8 inches long. Now you need to make sure that you give enough room because they will grow while they are baking. So you should preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I realized that they were too close together, so I just cut down the middle. And I'm going to put a piece of parchment in between the 2 of them so that it doesn't stick to my tray. You'll bake them for 30 minutes and then you'll remove them and let them cool for 15 to 20 minutes. So after 5 minutes, I completely remove them from the tray and put them on a cooling rack so that they are completely cool when it comes time to slicing them. So now that they've cooled off, I'm going to slice them in 1/2 inch pieces at a diagonal and place them on the baking tray. These are going to go back into a preheated 350 degree oven. You're going to cook them for 10 minutes on one side, flip them over, and then cook them for another 10 minutes. If you want them harder, you can leave them in longer than 10 minutes per side. These are the perfect thing to serve, whether it's for a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, They make a great breakfast. They are not overly sweet. I see a lot of people drizzle some chocolate on top of them. And they are definitely a holiday favorite, but they would be delicious any time of year. I hope you'll consider making these. Thank you for joining me here at White Shadow Fare. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe.